Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 video here today. In this video, we're going to be talking about this week's update and patch notes. Sorry this video is coming out a little bit later in the day than I usually do for my Monday vlogs. Just a bit busy today, wasn't able to get it recorded until now, so yeah. But we do have actually a bit of a ninja strike this week. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go over all those. There's quite a few patches in here, some really good ones too. Kind of weird how they have the same picture like back to back right here. But yeah, anyways, double XP is starting on Friday, I guess, if you care about that, as a main account. But yeah, it's the same event. I'm pretty sure there's no other changes to it specifically. Of course, the new fletching and fire making training would definitely be pretty strong for double XP. Although fire making would kind of be a waste of time on double XP weekend, in my opinion. But fletching, maybe not. On a main account, it probably would be, but whatever. One thing that they added, which, I don't want to talk about this too much because, again, I don't really play on my main, so I don't have a whole lot to think about these things, but I think this is kind of stupid. They did add some new protein items. As you can see here, they say they've added new sets of protein items. There's rune crafting, herb lore. Of course, they would do herb lore because people want to train that up, and then cooking. It's whatever that they add new protein items. I couldn't care less, honestly. But I think the really stupid thing that I saw on Reddit, I'm not sure if it's true. Yeah, you can't get them from old protein packs. So that is really, really BS if you ask me. They just like, oh, you want these new protein items, you gotta spend keys. You can't use the stuff you've been saving up. So that is honestly this just extraordinarily dumb, and yeah, I don't like that at all. Can I convert from these to the new ones? What? 3 of 1 3? I don't know. No, you can't. So are these even in the game yet? I'm confused. Yeah, look at that. These will only be available from Treasure Hunter and cannot be gained from protein packs. So that is actually so stupid and like predatory and all that. I think that is really, really bad, and they definitely should be available from existing. What the hell is this? Protein packs. But oh my god, I have so many of those. Jesus. Wow, I have 75 weekly resets. Anyway, I'll stop looking at my bank that I never see. But yep, so another that one's pretty egregious if you ask me. Pretty indefensible that they made it that way, and yeah, I don't like that at all. Moving on now to the big patch notes. Also, last week there was an update that basically had nothing. I didn't make a video last week. Actually, let me check when was my latest video. Kind of a little bit of scatterbrained at the moment. Also, I don't know why there's like why it's so bright here. I feel like skyboxes just apply themselves sometimes, and you have no choice of when they come on or not. Yeah, last video is on May 7th, so it's been 9 days since my last video. I didn't make one last week, but either way, it's not been too long, and it was just mental health awareness last week. So it's fun. It's just funny that I guess it's not funny, but it's kind of pathetic, honestly, when you think about it. How Jagex preaches all this mental health stuff and does these mental health awareness weeks and does charity and stuff like that, and then they have Treasure Hunter in the game. Like it's actually ridiculous that they even claim to be in support of mental health. I mean, you can see it right here with this time to train with new proteins that you can't get from the existing protein packs because we want you to spend more money, and if you don't get them now, you're not going to have them for double XP. It's just disgusting, honestly. So yeah, they have that. I don't think there was any actual event as far as I know. I mean, yeah, there was no actual event for this mental health thing. There was just some packs you could buy with rune coins for and then the money that you would spend on those would go to one of the charities or whatever. So yeah. And that was it. There was I don't think there was anything in the patch notes last week that I remember. The necklace of Salamancy is no longer lost on death, which people were annoyed about. I guess you do use that at what the dragon, or what are they called? Not dragon. I don't know. I always want to call them Dagonoth, but they're not, because it's like the Dagonoth Kings 2.0, the Rex Matriarchs. That's what they're called. So yeah, that's nice, I guess. But that was basically it. But this week, okay, back to this week now. We're going to go ahead and look at the patch notes. Okay, I don't know why they have this. All the stuff is really in the patch notes, and there is a lot. Now, this first one is kind of annoying to me because you can now, down here, they have these 3 dots, which let you look into your. So it is an extra click now to get to your holiday bot or your Diango and your costume room, which is a bit annoying, but it looks nice and smooth. I like that little slide out it does. So it's pretty well made to me, it seems like. Let's see what happens if I try and... Ooh, did that work? It did. Interesting. I just wanted to see if I could break it by trying to click the thing before the slide finished. I'm honestly surprised I got that my first try. My clicks are still on point, even though I haven't been playing as much as I usually do. Just been on a bit of a downturn as it happens sometimes on RuneScape, but I still have been doing my dailies and stuff on my hardcore, so I haven't stopped playing or anything. But anyways, sorry about that. I'm just all over the place right now. But back to the update. You can now view your metal bank from the bank. So you click, oh my god, I have 84,000 coal. You click that and you're in, you can see your metal bank, you can see everything that's in there, and that's basically it. Now, you can't actually deposit or withdraw from it from here, which honestly, I don't really understand why they would make it so you can look at it but not use it. I mean, it's just annoying to have to go from the bank to a furnace or anvil to deposit or withdraw stuff from the metal bank. It's just a pain. And yeah, I really just don't see. I mean, I guess it might be a bit harder to allow you to interact with it than it is to just show it, but it can't be that much harder. Like, you might as well do it. I mean, it's just kind of annoying to me that is available. I mean, I'm never really going to use that pretty much because if I care what's in my metal bank, I'm going to be going to the furnace for it anyway. I would think. I mean, maybe if I'm like going to try and go craft some like gold, something with gold bars, and I want to make sure I have gold bars and I don't have to go get them, I can look here. But I mean, that's not a big change, to be honest. So I hope they make it at some point that you can actually use it. And you can also view it from your ore box as well, which I wouldn't expect you to be able to interact with it from your ore box. That would make no sense, but it's nice that you can view it from here. I don't know why you would want to all that much. I mean, I guess just to check where you're at if you're just mining at a certain location and you want to get a certain amount of ore. So pretty cool. Nice couple changes there. And did they fix this typo? No, they didn't. It says right here that you can access your metal bank from any tier ore box, and then you can access your metal bank from the main bank. And then the bullet point under both of those says you may not deposit items into the metal bank when opening via the ore box. But it's also, this should say the bank. It just doesn't. So a little bit of an oopsie doopsie typo on their part, but yep, you can't access it from, use any of the functions of it from either location. This one, a lot of people have been complaining about on Reddit for a long time. I've never used a Brooch of the Gods, so I don't know. I mean, I assume it's a nice quality of life change because people have been asking for it for so long. So that's good. You can you can now withdraw your urns and effigies from the Brooch of the Gods if you don't want them to be in there for whatever reason. Again, oh, sorry if you can hear my cat screaming over there. I don't know what his problem is, but yeah, basically, I don't really know exactly why this was important, but I think they were like getting in the way of people when they do Croesus or something. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone can enlighten me in the comments as to why this was an issue, but regardless, I'm glad they listened and changed it. Couple places, Anachronia Hunter areas and Incandescent Div Crater can no longer be cannoned because people would grief by placing cannons in places, which is good. Silverhawk boots can now store a larger quantity of feathers. Can you stop screaming right when I try to record a video? He hasn't said anything all day, this cat, and now right when I start making my video, he's like screaming all over the basement. But yeah, Silverhawk boots can now store larger quantity. Fletching arrows, darts, and bolts now has a chance of giving you strange rocks, which is nice. You no longer have to just cut bows, which was really annoying before. You can create armor spikes faster. I've never created armor spikes either. A lot of stuff I haven't done in this game nowadays since I'm behind the times quite a bit. But yeah, you can now create armor spikes faster, which is probably, I mean, it can only be good for people who want to make them. But yeah, that's that. You make the abyssal armor spikes in batches of 100 instead of 10. I don't know if that is true with the others or not, but yeah. Then we have Dungeoneering here. Iron Men can now do group Dungeoneering. So hooray! I know Iron Men have been wanting that for a long time, and it's finally here. So that's great. They said it was going to be coming for a long time now, but they finally actually did come out with it. So yeah, glad to see that. Not sure if I'm going to use it too much since I just can't be asked to finding groups and stuff like that. But still, it's nice for the people that want to take advantage of it. And also, you have to be with all Iron Men, which is how they do it on RS3. I guess it's just a bit annoying, but it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that they would do it here since that's the philosophy with bosses and stuff. So yeah, that's that. And one thing that is actually interesting is that they've also made it. I think this just basically means that they increased solo XP again. So I think solo Dungeoneering XP will be even better than it was before. They buffed it in the past by a lot. I assume this buff isn't as substantial, but it still will be nice to have that available when I'm doing my Dungeoneering if I'm doing it solo. So yeah, just a little bit of a buff to Dungeoneering XP there. This next one was actually really nice to see, honestly, especially if you have like little eggs in your farming pens and stuff. Now, obviously, I have huge dragons, so it doesn't apply to me too much right now. But previously, like say, I guess with these little zygomites, it might be a little bit difficult, but I mean, still not really. If you wanted to check on the animals in there without walking all the way over there to click on, because before you had to walk all the way over to click check on the paddock, and then you'd walk to the paddock and click it. You could click from afar and see all the animals in there from like this. And I mean, again, it's not too hard with these bigger things, but like if you have a tiny little egg or a smaller baby animal, and you're trying to click and it's annoying and difficult because they're walking around and doing all this stuff. Now you can just click on the paddock and you can do it from far away from that as well. So I like that change. And they say they also increased the range at which you can interact with. I mean, how far can I go? Oh my God, you can just be off the map. I can't even, it's not even in the click radius. So can you just, as far away as you can possibly click on it from, you can interact with it? It seems like it. Yep, so I guess there's just no limit. As long as you can click on it, it'll take you straight to the screen. So that's nice and convenient. You can probably go in the house right here and just be like master of the farm and just click on paddocks and do every single, yep, you can. You can come into the house and like just use every paddock from in here. So that's kind of nice, actually. That streamlines the experience a little bit. You don't have to run all over the farm, especially since they still haven't fixed this annoying pathing bug with Granny. Or have they? Am I stupid? I thought there was some sort of weird... Yeah, right there. When you walk for one tile. I mean, it happened right there too. It doesn't really make a big issue, but it's just weird, and I feel like they would have fixed it by now since it's been around since the farm was released, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that just made walking around the farm just that little bit more clunky. You can't access the storm barn from afar, but yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. I'm happy to see that change. They also have, what is this? They have added a new option, I think, to tool leprechauns. I don't remember this being an option before. They now have a right-click note produce option, so you don't have to use the item on them, which could have been annoying, especially if you had like a grimy herbs. You would have to right-click the herb to use it then on the leprechaun. So you can just right-click note produce, and of course also it would work if you had multiple different types of produce in your inventory. So that's pretty cool. Big fan of that. They did remove the teleport option, which would have taken you to the Vinesweeper minigame. You can still get there, though, by talking to them, as you can see in the post there. Furthermore, you can now add noted produce to compost bins, which is very nice and convenient. Just a quality of life change there as well. So happy to see that. Now, this is actually a pretty big one, and I don't know why, but I thought this was already done. It's actually now possible to buy extreme potions, like extreme combat potions from the GE. So if I type in extreme, you can see all the extreme potions are here. Extreme attack, defense, magic, and ranged. And Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's a good change personally, just because the process of creating like Elder Overload salves was so long at this point, because you'd have to take the original super potions and the herbs, make them into extremes, take the extremes, make them into overloads, take the overloads, make them into supreme overloads, take those and turn them into salves, and then take those and turn them into elder salves. Like, it was just an insane number of steps, since they have just kept adding on additional levels of overloads. So I'm glad to see that they've changed this. I don't know how people who actually play mains feel about it, but I know I'm definitely happy that that's a thing, and it's definitely going to be nice and easy, or a little bit easier to create your overloads now. And to make this not, a lot easier, they've also added a new set to the GE, which I can't even remember the last time they added new sets. I guess probably with mining and smithing rework. Let me see if there's any. Oh, they added. Well, that was before mining and smithing rework. I'm pretty sure. Magical. Okay. Why is there so many of these? What the hell? I don't even know what these are. Never even seen these before in my life. There's way more sets than I thought. Yeah, those are from Clue Scrolls. Yeah, so I can't even remember the last time they added a new set to the game. But probably actually this one I think was added fairly recently, but they don't really add them that much anymore. Anyway, here it is. Overload ingredient set is now available, and it gives you one of each 3-dose potion and the Torstal, so that'll make buying these extremely convenient and much easier than having to buy, what is that, 6 different things on their own. So I like that a lot. Nice making use of that set system. I think that's some people wanted in the past as well. It'd be cool if they had one for every level of overload. Like if they had one that you could just get that's a what is it called, Elder Overload salve set, and it'll just have everything you need in there for one Elder Overload salve. Because I mean, how many items does that take? Hold on. Let me look up Elder Overload. Tell me the full ingredients, please. I would love to see it. It doesn't give me the full breakdown. Come on, Wiki. You can do better than that. But I mean, it's probably like 12 plus items or something like that. I don't even know. So that would make that a lot nicer. I'm not sure if they would do that or not, but still good start with the regular overload pack. All right, moving on. Again, I think that's good. Anyone can leave their thoughts in the comments. Let's see. They did actually buff, I think, every source of resonant anima from God Wars 3, Elder God Wars. So I wonder now what the rates are. I don't actually know for sure, but I think they're probably at least a little bit better. They've increased Carapac, normal and hard mode, Zuck, normal and hard mode, Croesus, flat out, and then actually, yeah, all the stuff outside the bosses as well, including the skilling and all the minion fights, and the Archglacior in normal mode. And they made it so that you also get Resonant Anima of Wen in Archglacior hard mode. So that's pretty nice. Definitely was a bit annoying that you only got it in normal mode before. If you didn't want to do normal mode, you still would have had to do it to get that anima if you needed it. But yeah, I don't think the wiki is actually updated to show that it does drop it. Let me check if they have any info. Hard mode drops. Yeah, it just says unknown. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually replace any of the drops. Like, you will get it maybe every kill alongside the other drops. So that's nice. That it would have been probably bad to make it so that the it used up one of the drop slots, or added a drop slot. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, again, I don't know the exact rates. I mean, I'm sure nobody's really had time, and I wouldn't have had time to test them yet, but I'm glad to see that they buffed it. I know that, of course, everybody was annoyed that they had released these arrows that weren't really sustainable, and maybe now they're more sustainable. I'm just quickly scrolling down Reddit. Oh, this is nice. Someone posted a solo Dungeoneering XP comparison. So before and after the update. So before the update, they got 172.8k on floor 56, and after the update, they got 199.5k. So yeah, that's a pretty good increase, honestly. 170. So basically like a 30k XP increase. What is a little? It's under 180k, so it's an even bigger percentage than 1.6. But it's a pretty good percentage increase for solo dungeoneering. I like that quite a bit. And the difficulty modifier is the main change. It went from 5% to 20%, it looks like, which is seems like it would be, yeah, so like a 15% increase in XP, I guess, which kind of lines up there. So that's pretty sweet. And 5-man is not different at all as far as I understand it. So that's a pretty big increase to solo dungeon. I like that. Oh yeah, apparently there was an issue of Glacier chests being reset as usual when they make an update. So yeah, hopefully nobody got screwed over by that. Here we go. 6,000 plus anima per hour from skilling outside Crosses, plus 10 tier 3 tropes. Wow, that is a lot better. A lot better. It took me several hours to get my 5,000 anima for my Pontifex ring on my Iron Man, and now you get 6,000 plus per hour. That's crazy. All right. Oh, they seem to have essentially alleviated the issue. Again, I actually made a whole video on this, if you didn't see it, where I talked about, the whole issue of not being able to sustain arrows from, the new god arrows from doing stuff like Croesus and things. So yeah, I made a whole video on it where I discussed my thoughts on that. And again, I said in that video, I wasn't against them updating the anima rates, and so they did do that, and I think it's good. And now I'm interested to see what people think about it, because clearly the anima rates are much better now. So is it now reasonable that you have to do skilling a bit to get your arrows, or is it still like you just don't want to have to do skilling at all? I'm interested to see people's reaction to this. Let me check the comments really quick. There's only 3, it says. Okay, this guy's just, yeah, nobody really has any thoughts as of yet, but I'm interested to see how this develops in the next, coming weeks and stuff, and how the prices change and stuff like that. So yeah, appreciate those posts from those couple users on Reddit. The anima per hour was from EXP in bed, and then the dungeon comparison was from Raptured Her Music. So cool for that. Appreciate those posts. That helped enlighten me a bit, and glad I could share that with you guys as well. Moving back to the patch notes here. So they did buff the rates. I wonder how much you get now from like Zuck and stuff, because I mean, you already got a ton, and they buffed it from Archglacier or normal mode. I probably have like 20k on my Iron Man from there, and I barely have killed it at all. Yeah, I have 20k right here. So I mean, that's just going to be absurd how much you get from Archglacier, I think. But then all the others are probably much better too, and definitely going to be much easier now for Iron Man to get that fully upgraded Pontifex ring, which is very nice to have. So yeah, pretty happy with that. You can now use Crystal Knife on the Zygomites. So yeah, that gives you some double something, chance to double, 5% chance to double shafts. Not that you really need the double shafts from there, but still, you can use that now. Is there anything else in here? Let's see. Player's pet will no longer become aggressive towards the player when fighting Aquanites. Terrifying. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, pretty good patch week here. They addressed the anima issue fairly quickly, it seems like, and I really like the extreme combat potions being tradable on the GE. The increased range of the player-owned farm paddocks is very nice as well. The dungeoneering for Iron Man groups is sweet, and the metal bank being viewable from the bank is cool, but I wish it could just be usable from the bank as well. That would be ideal. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys, for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of these patches? And yeah, what are you looking forward to here in the future? I know we have the new quest to look forward to next month, so definitely pretty excited to see that come out. And hoping we get some more info on the new, on the Zamorak boss by the time that quest is, released. I'm really interested to see what he's going to end up dropping and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. I'll probably try and make a new Hardcore Iron Man video at some point this week. I am going away this weekend for a bit, so I won't be able to do it over the weekend. Maybe I'll schedule it to upload while I'm gone or something like that. But yeah, I will be away for a bit, and I'm gonna try and get that Hardcore Iron Man episode out. Like I said, I haven't been playing it a whole lot, but I probably still have like at least 3 or 4 videos that I could edit and upload once I stop being lazy. So yeah, thanks for watching. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.